I did cry watching that tribute to Len. I mean, you and Jenna, that choreography, it was just so stunning. What was it like for you to kind of wrangle that talent? You know, I mean, those are your friends, those are some colleagues, and some Dancing with the Stars legends.
Yeah, it was wasn't easy, but it was no, it was great. It was a great honor to be given that opportunity. The dance choreographed itself. I think it was just kind of like keeping it simple, staying out of the way. You know, you have incredible dancers, masters of their craft. I just wanted to make sure that I kind of set the stage for them to do what they do. And, you know, there's also power in synchronicity and in being together. And both Jen and I wanted the piece to read less of like these personal nods to Len, but rather this kind of collective moment where we can all pay respect to a man that has done a lot for the dance community.
It's a huge responsibility, you know, and emotions are at an all-time high because people loved Len so much, including yourself. So, like, was that a tall order for you?
Yeah, huge. I mean, again, it's with great opportunity comes great responsibility. You know, the show gave us an awesome opportunity to kind of lead the way and have this honor of being the choreographers for this piece. But truly that came with quite a bit of pressure. And years prior, it would have been probably a pressure that neither one of us would have handled well. But now I feel like both Jen and I have enough experience and a good enough rapport with all the pros that showed up where, you know, we kind of all rallied together and made it happen.
So how did you approach it going into it? You know, because obviously you are emotionally attached to Len as well.
Yes. It was a lot, and I think we had to kind of remove the emotion for a little bit and just structurally be like, how do we accomplish this
It has to get done.
with 12 couples on the stage that have never danced together before? We also had 3 hours to put it together, really. We didn't get Derek and Julianne until yesterday, so it was just like so many moving parts. But I think what really brought it to life was the unity and the gratitude from all of us having the same purpose of doing it for Len. This was like our love letter to him. And I have to thank all of the dancers for making it come to life because it just really, it's more than I ever could have imagined.
It was just a lot of emotion to get the call, and then, you know, your mind goes 100 different directions. But to be fair, you know, that Band-Aid has been so far removed, and there was, you know, such positive feelings towards the entire thing. At least for me, I enjoyed every second.
So no tears?
Oh no, the tears, yes. It was an emotional moment at the end. Look, I held out for as long as I could. At the very end, when it all came together and it's dressed and everybody's made up and everybody's, you know, affected by that package, that was crazy too. So, you know, if you're not tearing up at that point, this is the wrong ballroom.
I just kept wondering to myself, how did you guys get through that?
It was really tough, to be honest with you. In the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm good. And then they turned the package on, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not ready for this. And then everyone's crying. I look over, Daniela, Emma is beside herself. It was just a moment in time where we will never forget. And having everybody collectively together in the ballroom again, OG pros and the newer pros, it was...
Which has never happened.
It's never happened. And it's a moment that we will live with forever. So,
and I hope you could watch it over without crying like we did, because it really was moving.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and watch it again.
You will cry.
It was a very special moment, special for a lot of reasons, you know, because when we heard of the news of him passing, it's almost like it's not real, because we only really communicate to the full extent when we were on the show. So today I think was the first time when you truly realized, like, it's not there, it's never going to be there. You know, and making this last move where we all stood and we were pointing at the empty seat, that truly really hits you where, like, this is it. Like, that energy that you had for, like, multiple things, how lucky we were to have him, because he practically shaped what this show is.
Luckily, we had many rehearsals, so we had a chance to get those tears out. And we had the showrunner sitting at the judging table and Alfonso during rehearsal. So when I looked at them, when the end move, and they were bawling, that's when I started. Luckily, before the show, I didn't watch the video. So I thought, we're professionals. We have to make everyone else cry, but we shouldn't. But the moment we finish and there's no music and we're just standing there, oh my gosh, I was like this. No, keep it together, keep it together.
Did you see Len's wife in the ballroom as well?
Yes, Sue. Oh, and she was moved.
It was a moving piece. It really was.
Len's wife came up to us afterwards and was so grateful and thankful. And I mean, it's hard to see your late husband, on that show for 18 years. And now it's the first season without him. And then we all dance.
What was it like having a front row seat to that performance?
It was hard because Len is so much a part of my experience of Dancing with the Stars, right? He's always sat to my left, and I really missed him, but I thought that the dancers did a beautiful job. They sort of brought him to life through that dance and all the beautiful things about Len, and there's so many beautiful things about him. But I think he would have been so proud. I wished he was sitting next to me. I think he would have grabbed my hand and said, "What do you think?" He's so cute.
Do you film in this ballroom every week?
Yes, this is our home. Yeah. This is my Dancing with the Stars home. That seat right there on the end, right there. And that used to be Len's seat, but now it's Derek's seat. And I think Derek is doing an amazing job. Yes. I just want to say that because we don't give him enough credit.
You and Bruno had to console each other by the end of that performance. What can you share about that moment you guys had?
It was very emotional, and I think it caught us both by surprise because we were trying to be professional, right, and hold it together, but sometimes you just can't. And I think that's the beauty of this show. Dance is very emotional. All the dancers, we're all emotional creatures, right? Dance is fueled by inner emotion, and I think that I don't think we could I couldn't hold it back anymore. It was hard. I tried to hold it together.